All right, guys, welcome back to the Tutor Learning Center. This is JD Tutor, and I'm here to teach you about the commutative property, associative property, and distributive property in both addition and multiplication. So, guys, this is pumping you up and building you up for geometry. So these terms will not go away. They're going to follow you again in geometry. So we might as well take a look at these, right? All right, guys, so let's look at the commutative property. We don't have to match because it's going to be straight across from each other. I do things pretty easy. All right, so guys, let's look at the commutative property as far as addition. So A plus B equals B plus A. Now, we can separate these like we always do so we can get a better look at them. Whether there is a plus, minus, multiplication, or even an equal sign like here. All right, we can break them apart so we can view them better. Okay, so A plus B and then the mirror image is going to be like a rainbow. Mirror image is going to be A and then A. B equals B and then A equals A. All right, so just like that on multiplication, we're going to have our little rainbow. Okay, so let's look at addition and associative property. We have A plus B plus C equals A plus B plus C, and we can take those out of parentheses if we wanted to. All right, and let's look at these. The parentheses is the same variables, except actually and the same numbers. See, except the parentheses is moved. Now, will we get the same answer? Let's look at this. 5 plus 3 is 8. We do that first in the first order of operations, then plus 2, and that is going to be 10. Let's see if the same thing occurs on this side. 2 plus 5, and that's going to be 7, plus that 3 is going to be 10. So 10 equals 10. All right, let's look at multiplication. Same thing. The parentheses are in a different place. A times B times C. Let's see if it's the same thing on both sides. 5 times 3 is 15. Times 2 is 30. Let's see, 2 times 5 is 10. Times 3 is 30. All right. So that's the associative property. Distributive property. Let's see, for multiplication is going to be 4 times 7 and 4 times 2, which gives us 28 minus 8, which is 20. And we had the same problem on our other video the other day. All right, guys, so let's look a little further at the commutative property again for multiplication. Let's see, 5 times 1 times 9, that equals 45. 9 times 1 times 5. So there is our rainbow here. Our little rainbow. All right, and the same on this little guy right here. All right, here's our rainbow. All right. All right. So we had A times D equals D times A. All right, so it should be the mirror image, guys, the mirror image. So let's look at associative property. All right, and multiplication. Specifically, we're looking at multiplication because a lot of your geometry is going to come from the multiplication. So let's look at 5 times 7 times 3. All it is the parentheses are just in a different place. But the same number should appear on both sides. All right, let's look at distributive property. Right, so really, we're just taking 3 times 7 and then 3 times 4. All right, guys, and we have 33. All right, guys, that concludes the today's episode of commutative, associative, and distributive property. All right, guys, stay tuned for the next video.